Hello student, very good morning you all. Student, in previous class we had discussed about the asexual production, in which we had learned about the types of asexual production found in the plants, and they are the vegetative propagation, budding, fragmentation, and spore formation. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the natural methods of vegetative propagation and artificial method of vegetative propagation. This is also a type of asexual production methods. So, because there are no involvement of human beings in these methods, and this process takes place naturally without the help of human beings through the roots, stems, leaves, and buds, so it is called natural methods. Okay, natural methods takes place through the roots, and the roots of sweet potatoes, carrots, radishes, and dahlia can be used directly to grow into new plants. Okay, means the roots of these plants we can plant it, and we can get it the new plant from these parts. Now, as you can see in the pictures, this is the carrots, sweet potatoes, okay, and dahlia. These are the parts of roots, and from this part we can grow new plants. Okay, stems. Next part is stems. From the stems, these are the most common parts used for vegetative propagation. Some plants have underground stems. They are swollen because the food is stored in them, like the potatoes. And different types of underground stems are rhizome, tuber, culm, and bulb. Okay, you may have seen ginger and turmeric. These are the rhizomes having buds. Rhizomes is pakand. In Hindi, it is called as pakand. Okay, and these have you can see in the pictures. They are the tiny plants arising new buds. These are the buds, and these buds takes place. These birds grow after sometimes into new plants. Uh, Potatoes are tubers having buds in the eyes, which give rise to new plants. Caucasia means we can say it in the Hindi and our homes. Arvi as we eat it as the form of vegetables, and gladiolus, a type of flowers which we used in the form of bouquet. Okay, are corms. These are corms, and they are can be grow into new plants. They have large type rhizomes joined together, which develop into new plants, like onion and garlic are bulbs. Okay, you may have seen the onion and the garlics have bulb-like structures, and where in the new plants develop from the center of the cluster. Okay, so these are the part this is this these are this is these are the stems which can grow into new plants. Okay, and without there are no participation of human beings in this process, so it is called a natural method of vegetative propagation. Okay, these are the pictures. Okay, this is the pictures underground stems. As you can see, a corm here, rhizome and tuber and bulb, and bulb from the bulb it is arising the new plants. Okay, from the tuber you can see the birds arising from here, and these birds after some time will grow into new plants. Okay, now the leaves of bryophyllum. This is the as you can see in the picture, this is the leaves of bryophyllum, and from the bryophyllum they are developing so many birds, and these birds from arising from the margin, and which develop into the new plants. after some time. Okay, the leaves of bryophyllum develop small buds in their margin. From the margin there will arise small buds, and these buds will modify after some time into the new plants. Okay, so these are the natural methods of vegetative propagation. Takes place with the help of leaves, stems, roots naturally. Okay, now we will discuss about the artificial method. In artificial method, new plants can be produced by artificial vegetative propagation, and these methods include stem cutting, grafting, layering, and tissue cultures. These are the methods which are included into the artificial methods. In artificial method, first topic is stem cutting, and stem cutting we are mostly used to at our home for growing new plants, like in the hibiscus plants and rose plants. We used to take the part of stems, and we grow it into the soil. After some times we see that new leaves arises from the stems, and they after some time it will grows and into a mature plant. Here it is written plants of hibiscus, bougainvillea, rose, and sugarcane. Okay, sugarcane you have seen in our rural areas. It is the best example of stem cutting. Okay, because we grow new plants of sugarcane with the help of cutting. During the sowing of sugarcane, we cut the stem of sugarcane and sown into the soil. Sugar can be prepared by the stem cutting. In this method, a section of stem containing nodes or internodes, we show that there must be nodes or internodes in the part of stem which we are going to sow in the soil. Okay, so containing nodes or internodes is placed in the moist soil. After some time, new roots develop from the stems, and the cutting grows into the new plants. Okay, so this is the important very necessary that there should be nodes or internodes. Nodes means गांठ, जहाँ पे गांठें होती हैं वहाँ से नए प्लांट्स निकलते हैं. ओके, तो ये होना ज़रूरी है. अगर ये नहीं होगा गांठ, तो वहाँ से नए प्लांट्स नहीं निकलेंगे. ओके, तो आप इसी प्रकार से गुलाब में भी देखते हैं.